Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to go over Cleanspark's recent mining update. It did just drop. I'll leave it down below for you to look over it yourself, but in this video we're going to go over that. We're going to look at what's going on Cleanspark's chart, and this mining update definitely brings some mixed feelings, so let's take a look at it. If you like these videos, consider hitting the like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Helps my channel out a lot. Check out the links down below to some stocks and cryptos. Consider joining my membership, and let's take a look at Cleanspark's mining update. Sorry if I sound a little off today, I've got a bit of a cold going on, but here's Cleanspark's April mining update. And as I said, I'll leave it down below for you. But in the month of April, they mined 524 Bitcoin, and were able to increase their Bitcoin holdings by 60% now to 313, which that's great, but revenue-wise is a little disappointing. But first off, before we get into the actual numbers, let's look at what Zach Bradford said, the CEO. Our high efficiency measures and low power rates have made meaningful contributions to our margins this month, even as difficulty has substantially increased. The result of these efforts is that while we have mined fewer Bitcoin this month, the Bitcoin we have mined is being driven to our bottom line. As we look to the next few months, we expect Washington to be fully energized, which will bump our hash rate as we maintain our competitive edge in these tight market conditions. We're looking forward to sharing our quarterly performance in more detail, including some exciting updates on our expansion plans in Washington and Sandersville on our earnings call next week. So if you guys didn't know, Cleanspark's earnings is coming out a few days, and I will be covering it. Now, Cleanspark's Vice President Taylor Monig said, "We continue to make meaningful progress towards optimizing the operational efficiency of our fleet as we work towards becoming the most efficient miner in North America. Cleanspark's uptime is already apparent in terms of realized hash rate, which is essentially the amount of time our mining operations are fully online. We expect to maintain that edge as the pace of deliveries for the newly released S19j Pro Plus machines ramp up and are installed in our Sandersville and Washington facilities. Later this year, Sandersville will also host the bulk of the XPs, 45,000 in total, that we announced a few weeks ago, accelerating important upgrades to our fleet efficiency." So we do have some positives moving forwards. They should be increasing their hash rate as we get into the next quarters and as we continue through this year. Now let's look at their actual numbers on their Bitcoin mining update. So in the month of April, they did mine 524 Bitcoin. Since the beginning of the year, they mined nearly 2,400. Now their Bitcoin holdings as of April did go up now to 313, which, as said in the title, was a 60% gain. And they converted, of that 524 on April, they converted 407 Bitcoin. And they're currently at a 6.7 exahash with 67,700 of their Bitcoin miners running. And of those 407 Bitcoin that they sold at an average of approximately $29,000. Sales of that Bitcoin brought them in about $12 million, $11.8 million. And April daily Bitcoin mined average was 17.47, reaching a high of 18.17. If you guys have stuck around these mining updates, watched what Cleanspark does, you'll see that their daily Bitcoin mined has actually gone down over the last couple months. This is obviously due to the increased difficulty. As over the last couple months, Bitcoin has risen in price, a lot more miners have come back online, and of course we have the big guys adding to their hash rate. Now, as said in that mining update, their earnings is coming out, and that's going to be going over January, February, March, which I do think is going to be kind of a kickoff point where revenue really turns around. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I think their goal with that quarter is to see a year-over-year gain in revenue, meaning right around 45 million in revenue. So I personally think this quarter, their April, May, June quarter, is off to not the greatest start already, but that can definitely drastically change as Bitcoin potentially goes higher in price in this quarter. But the positive is, I'll take that trade-off. If we do see one more quarter where we kind of see a decline over the last quarter and we don't just see continued quarterly revenue growth, I'll take that trade-off if it means they're going to continue to add to their Bitcoin balance as we get into the new halving. And hopefully we continue to see them add to their Bitcoin balance as we saw them do in April. The disappointing thing is in May and June, they're definitely going to have to really increase that revenue if we're going to see quarterly revenue growth. As the January, February, March quarter, the quarter we're about to get the data on in a couple of days here, we should be right around 45 million. So they definitely have some catching up to do based on what our April mining update was. So overall here, it's a bit mixed. Their daily Bitcoin mined has been kind of trending down as difficulty has grown. We do have some updates here regarding their mining growth. So those machines should be online anytime and hopefully continuing to add to their revenue, add to their Bitcoin balance, and add to their hash rate. But I'm curious, let me know down below what you guys think about this mining update. I think it's a bit mixed. It's a bit disappointing that the revenue wasn't higher, but it is good to see that they are continuing to add to their Bitcoin balance. And they did do that in their last mining update as well. And the ones before that, they were working very hard on just increasing their revenue. I think last quarter, their goal was clearly to see a year-over-year revenue gain rather than a year-over-year drop. But I'm curious how this next quarter, the quarter we are currently in, not the quarter that's about to be reported, I wonder how this quarter is going to fare when we look into our next month and the month after. They're definitely going to have to work on selling more Bitcoin if they want to see that revenue growth. But I think the execs are really looking forward to the next halving, and they are trying to, bring up their Bitcoin balance again in anticipation of the halving. But let me know what you think down below. Are they making a good strategy here, or should they solely focus on revenue? Now, lastly, let's look at Cleanspark's chart. Things are starting to look good there. We are nearing a golden cross, and we have been trending higher. But let's take a look. And you will see for the first time since March of 2022 that the moving averages are now in what I would say is an uptrend. And if Cleanspark doesn't drop dramatically, if it just continues sideways, at least continues this kind of upward trend, we may fall a bit, test this support, test our moving averages, but if we overall do kind of trend higher, we will see this golden cross, and that will bring more buyers from a chart perspective. And I think the next catalyst here is clearly going to be earnings. And as I've said, we should see a year-over-year gain on revenue, and we should also see a quarterly gain on revenue, and that will definitely be a positive. And of course, in the earnings call, they will go over their mining growth, what they're doing with their facilities, kind of like they just gave us an idea of in this mining update. But it's going to be interesting if they give some good forward guidance based on Bitcoin's rise in price. The last earnings, Bitcoin was right around 20,000 or so. So maybe with Bitcoin higher in price, they can give some, better forward guidance, which would definitely be a positive in Wall Street's eyes. But the negative potentially for their earnings report is going to be any words of dilution. Of course, how's their balance sheet looking? And what's their forward guidance? Are we still expecting 16 exahash by the end of the year? Are we expecting less? Maybe do we get an update to the upside? Those will all be things that they go over on the earnings call. But Cleanspark chart-wise has been trending higher since the end of 2022. And I do expect this to continue as Bitcoin approaches the halving. We are now less than a year away. And I do expect moving forwards for their earnings to continue getting better and better, not only as Bitcoin goes up in price, but also as they get more machines online, continue to keep up with the rising difficulty of mining Bitcoin. But let me know how you guys feel about this Bitcoin mining update. Are you a bit disappointed? Are you a bit happy that they're adding to their holding balance? Let me know down below, guys. Thanks as always, and I'll catch you later.